Welcome to Horsepower Hour here on Hillsdale TV. I'm your host, Zack Hiser, and today we'll bring you all the action from the Great Lakes Super Sprint Series at the I-96 Speedway. We'll head to the 3/8 High Banked Oval coming up after this, right here on Horsepower Hour on Hillsdale TV.
Drugs in Hillsdale and Jonesville is your independently owned and operated Health Mart pharmacy. We have a lot to offer, including medication synchronization, immunizations, blister packaging, prescription compounding, and delivery. Or come see us at our Market House location, where we offer convenient drive-through services. Also for our customers, we have utility payment services and a photo maker center at our Hillsdale and Jonesville location. Stop in and shop our Hallmark Gold Crown selection of cards for every occasion. Nash Drugs, caring for you and about you.
Jared, we're back here at the I-96 Speedway, somewhere that you've already claimed a victory, and a lot going on for you right now. You've got a pretty comfortable lead in the Great Lakes Super Sprint Series.
Yeah, I guess it's great to be back here. We've made plenty of good laps and good, comfortable lead in the points, and I mean, we'll keep chugging along, and we've been having some good luck, so that's been on our side and always good.
We caught a lot of rain here this morning, and I heard you saying that you're first in the qualifying group to go out here tonight. What do you guys have to do to be fast for qualifying, but also be fast later on tonight?
We're basically going to go with the normal setup how we start every night, and just kind of follow the racetrack and try to keep up with it. I know they scraped the top off of it to get rid of some of the sloppy mud, but hopefully the thing doesn't dry out a lot, and we can put on a good show. What do you do to put yourself back in victory lane here tonight and get even bigger points lead as you head out of here? The biggest thing is communication with the team and just following the racetrack and being smooth and hitting our marks and making good laps.
There you go. That's Jared Hortzman, your current points leader in the Great Lakes Super Sprints here tonight at the I-96 Speedway. Ace, it's been kind of an up-and-down season for you. It started off pretty rough with the issues in the family, but you've come back and you're running second in the points. Just talk about how the season's gone for you so far.
Well, just like most seasons go, the first part of the season you're trying to shake the cars down, figure out what you got, figure out what everybody else has got, and actually this year we started off stronger than we ever had the past two seasons, and we've ran pretty consistent the past couple weeks. Second 2 weeks ago at Crystal, and I think we ran like 5th at Tri-City, so we're right there. We just need a little bit more, and we'll see what tonight brings us. So
you're defending the title for the Great Lakes Super Sprints, and Jared Hortzman's got a really good lead on you right now. 194 points is your deficit. What do you do tonight to maybe get in the winner's circle and start gaining ground on Jared?
Well, like you said, winning the winner's circle is a lot of, catching somebody in a championship standings. Once you get that, it seems like you get a win, and the momentum just keeps rolling and rolling. And that's how, Dustin had a pretty big lead on me last year, and we were able to catch him by winning 4 races, and it all started off with 1, so that's what we got to do this year. So we're just got to stay consistent and get that win.
So it's a little bit of deja vu for Chase Ridenauer as he comes in here tonight at the I-96 Speedway with the Great Lakes Super Sprints.
Not so tight points battle, but Chase Ridenauer looking to turn things around. Qualifying would be first on the night for the Great Lakes Super Sprints. And let me tell you, they set that up as a hot lap style qualifying session, and it makes for some intense qualifying for sure. Devin Doby set fast time for the Great Lakes Super Sprints during his group qualifying, turning in a lap of 14.364 seconds. That's an average of 93.98 miles per hour inside of that sprint car. Not to be outdone, however, Jared Hortzman would tighten the field up. He would run a lap of 14.493 seconds. Super Sprint Series at the I-96 Speedway. We'll head to the 3/8 High Banked Oval coming up after this, right here on Horsepower Hour on Hillsdale TV.
Drugs in Hillsdale and Jonesville is your independently owned and operated Health Mart pharmacy. We have a lot to offer, including medication synchronization, immunizations, blister packaging, prescription compounding, and delivery. Or come see us at our Market House location, where we offer convenient drive-through services. Also for our customers, we have utility payment services and a photo maker center at our Hillsdale and Jonesville location. Stop in and shop our Hallmark Gold Crown selection of cards for every occasion. Nash Drugs, caring for you and about you.
Jared, we're back here at the I-96 Speedway, somewhere that you've already claimed a victory, and a lot going on for you right now. You've got a pretty comfortable lead in the Great Lakes Super Sprint Series.
Yeah, I guess it's great to be back here. We've made plenty of good laps and good, comfortable lead in the points, and I mean, we'll just we'll keep chugging along, and we've been having some good luck, so that's been on our side and always good.
We caught a lot of rain here this morning, and I heard you saying that you're first in the qualifying group to go out here tonight. What do you guys have to do to be fast for qualifying, but also be fast later on tonight?
Well, we're basically going to go with the normal setup how we start every night, and just kind of follow the racetrack and try to keep up with it. I know they scraped the top off of it to get rid of some of the sloppy mud, but hopefully the thing doesn't dry out a lot, and we can put on a good show. What do you do to put yourself back in victory lane here tonight and get even bigger points lead as you head out of here? The biggest thing is communication with the team and just following the racetrack and being smooth and hitting our marks and making good laps. There you go. That's Jared Hortzman, your current points leader in the Great Lakes Super Sprints here tonight at the I-96 Speedway. Case, it's been kind of an up and down season for you. It started off pretty rough with the issues in the family, but you've come back and you're running second in the points. Just talk about how the season's gone for you so far.
Well, just like most seasons go, the first part of the season you're trying to shake the cars down, figure out what you got, figure out what everybody else has got, and actually this year we started off stronger than we ever had the past two seasons, and we've ran pretty consistent the past couple weeks. Second 2 weeks ago at Crystal, and I think we ran like 5th at Tri-City, so we're right there. We just need a little bit more, and we'll see what tonight brings us. So you're defending the title for the Great Lakes Super Sprints, and Jared Hortzman's got a really good lead on you right now. 194 points is your deficit. What do you do tonight to maybe get in the winner's circle and start gaining ground on Jared? Well, like you said, winning the winner's circle is a lot of, catching somebody in championship standings. Once you get that, it seems like you get a win, and the momentum just keeps rolling and rolling. And that's how, Dustin had a pretty big lead on me last year, and we were able to catch him by winning 4 races, and it all started off with 1, so that's what we got to do this year. So we're just got to stay consistent and get that win.
So it's a little bit of deja vu for Chase Ridenauer as he comes in here tonight at the I-96 Speedway with the Great Lakes Super Sprints.
Not so tight points battle, but Chase Ridenauer looking to turn things around. Qualifying would be first on the night for the Great Lakes Super Sprints, and let me tell you, they set that up as a hot lap style qualifying session, and it makes for some intense qualifying for sure. Devin Doby set fast time for the Great Lakes Super Sprints during his group qualifying, turning in a lap of 14.364 seconds. That's an average of 93.98 miles per hour inside of that sprint car. Not to be outdone, however, Jared Hortzman would tighten the field up. He would run a lap of 14.493 seconds, going an average of 93.15 miles per hour. Defending Great Lakes Super Sprint Series champion Chase Ridenauer, he qualified fifth fastest Friday night at an average speed of 92.09 miles per hour. Chase Ridenauer there, he laid down a good time. That's an average of 92.09 miles per hour. Again, that's a 14.660 on the lap time. Local driver, Coldwater driver, Ryan Rule, he laid down a pretty good lap as well. He'd be inside the top 10 at a 14.8 second lap time, good enough for 91.21 miles per hour. So the qualifying is done. The fields are set for heat race action and action-packed heat races for sure. So we'll take a quick break, get that all lined up for you. And when we come back, we'll look at heat race action, dash for cash action, last chance qualifier. And of course, we'll have that A main event coming up for you here this afternoon on Horsepower Hour here on Hillsdale TV.
To most banks, everyone looks the same. Because they don't see you, all they see are numbers and statistics. That may not matter until you need a loan. But County National Bank sees you as an individual with value beyond what shows on a credit report. CNB is a local bank with local lenders using local appraisers who work harder to get you the loan you need. Everyone is not the same. We're local, just like you. CNB, banking that stays in the community.
It's nothing personal. It's just business.
Hello?
That's how some people do things.
Right away.
To us, everything we do is personal. Because anyone can answer the call. It's who shows up that matters most. That's the quality of your independent agent and the company that stands behind them.
More Insurance Services in Hillsdale is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
There's a reason that professionals shop at Jonesville Lumber. They expect quality, service, and knowledge. And that's exactly what they receive. For nearly 100 years, Jonesville Lumber has been family owned. We take pride in serving our area with great products at competitive prices. We have dedicated project estimators in-house that will help figure the materials needed to complete your next task at hand. Whether you're building your dream home, adding a pole barn, building a deck, updating your kitchen, or painting your front door, let Jonesville Lumber help you with your next project. The Saucy Dogs is the name and barbecue is the game. Come on down for a good time and some great food. At Saucy Dogs, try our barbecue nachos or our tasty ribs. We'll have you howling for more. Saucy Dogs, downtown Jonesville.
Nash Drugs in Hillsdale and Jonesville is your independently owned and operated Health Mart pharmacy. We offer prescription compounding, delivery, med synchronization, immunizations, Hallmark Gold Crown cards, and gifts for every occasion. Nash Drugs, caring for you and about you.
Welcome back to Horsepower Hour here on Hillsdale TV. Let's take care of a little business first. I'm your host, Zack Hiser, and we have a new Facebook page. Yes, that's right. If you're watching on Facebook, you could be watching through a variety of spectrums. You could either be watching through the Hillsdale TV Facebook page or the Horsepower Hour with Zack Hiser Facebook page, and we invite you to like and follow either one of those pages, and be sure to join the conversation. Let us know what you want to see out of this program, where you'd like us to go, what kind of events you want us to follow, and we'll do our best to let you know if we'll be able to get that done. We also have driver interviews planned for later on in the series. We also plan on talking to some track officials, some fans. We've got all sorts of stuff in the works here for Horsepower Hour on Hillsdale TV. You can also follow us on YouTube. Hillsdale TV is the name of the channel there on YouTube. We stream our videos live there as well. Let's get into it now. The Great Lakes Super Sprints versus the NRA Sprint Invaders. Heat race number 1 on the docket for the night at I-96 Speedway, and it turned out to be a good one, and it went quick. As we take a look at that now, on the front row was the Coldwater driver Ryan Rule, but inside of the second row was Dustin Daggett as they went 4 wide down the front straightaway. Had a little issue there coming off of turn number 2. Driver able to pull it back onto the speedway, and they will stay green flag racing. Good battling at the front with Ryan Rule at the point. He manages to drive away, but Dustin Daggett, trying to get around into that second spot, will work his way up to reel in that driver out of Coldwater. He has to defend, though, as Greg Dahlman shows a wing in there. Can't quite get it done as they come off of turn number 4. Good side-by-side racing for that second spot. Rule leads, Daggett runs in second. Greg Dahlman making his way up through the field into that third spot as we see them go into turn number 3. Track was heavy and wet, lots of rain at the I-96 Speedway last Friday night. Ryan Rule continued to set the pace as they went cross flags. Kind of a scary moment there for Ryan Rule in that borrowed car as that started to smoke going around the track, but nonetheless, he continues to set the pace, but Dustin Daggett looks to the inside and shows him a wing and makes the attempt to get around Ryan Rule as they come off turn number 4, though. White flag would be in the air next time around, as that's the 2 laps to go signal. Now Dustin Daggett knows he's going to get on the loud pedal if he's going to pick up those passing points and get that heat race win as they head in to turns 3 and 4. Daggett with an attempt at a wicked slider pushes them all up to the top of the track during that white flag lap. Rule slams the door on him as they go into turns 1 and 2, and down the back straightaway, Ryan Rule opens up about a 5-car length lead over Dustin Daggett, and the driver out of Coldwater, Michigan, picks up the Great Lakes Super Sprints heat race number 1. Heat race number 2 wouldn't go quite as smooth, and actually before we get to heat race number 2, you may have seen there on that last lap, one of the cars went all the way out to the half-mile marker there at the I-96 Speedway. That would be the white number 24 of Eric Smith with big front-end problems on that car. He would, again, go to the half-mile portion of the track with a broke front suspension. Heat race number 2 wouldn't go quite as smooth as heat race number 1. A few cautions plagued the way. There's the Eric Smith machine off of the back straightaway, and there's that broken front axle on that car as well. Tough way to start the night for Eric Smith. And there's your points leader, Jared Hortzman, on the top shelf, but look to the inside. There goes Chase Ridenauer around them all. Little contact there for that third spot with Jared Hortzman, knowing that he needs to get up there and continue to defend that points lead. That's actually Brett Mann in that number 19 that Ridenauer just got around for second spot. So it's Ridenauer, Mann, and Hortzman as they drag race down the back straightaway and into turn number 3. Brett Mann drives it in way over his head going into turn number 3. That allows Hortzman to get right on the back door. As they go into turns 1 and 2, Hortzman works that bottom shelf and gets a good run to pull alongside Brett Mann and eventually take over that second spot as they come out of turn number 4. Chase Ridenauer still leads the way. Hortzman, though, is going to work to reel him in with Brett Mann running in second. Chase Ridenauer opened up about a 7-car length lead over that of Jared Hortzman, and that's all part of his plan to take over that Great Lakes Super Sprint Series points lead. But as they come off turn number 4, there would be trouble, which would slow the field. That allows Hortzman to get right on the back bumper as they go green again off of turn number 4. Good battle for the 4th spot as Brett Mann is defending his position. They will stay single file down the back straightaway. As they come off turn 4, Jared Hortzman now right on the back bumper of Chase Ridenauer. Looks to the inside there. Can't quite get the momentum that he thought he would be able to as Ridenauer works the middle of the track. Through turns 3 and 4, Ridenauer jumps the cushion just a little bit, but he's still able to drive away from Jared Hortzman in heat race number 2. Good battle heating up, though, as Hortzman tries to reel in Ridenauer down the back straightaway, but they'll come off turn 4 with the 2 to go signal for Chase Ridenauer. Hortzman can't quite get him reeled in. You do see him working his way around the field. There's the white flag in the air, though, for your leader, Chase Ridenauer, as he comes off turn 4. And down the back straightaway, there he is, going to pick up that heat race number 2 for the Great Lakes Super Sprint. How about that? 2 heat races and a lot of racing action there on the I-96 Speedway. Heat race number 3 would be the roughest heat race that we'd see on the night. That was a race that was completely caution-plagued in Great Lakes Super Sprint Series heat race number 3. Let's take a look at that. If we on the inside there, he's going to have a heck of a night. That's coming up later on. But it's Brad Lamberson on the outside in that black number 25. He's going to shoot to the front of the field off of turn number 2, and he never looks back as he roars to the front of the field. Good battle going there for second spot. That's going to end quickly as trouble out of turn number 4, contact and broken front suspension there out of turn number 4. Going to lead to the early end of the night for a couple of cars in that heat race. So they'll stack him back up and try it again. Brad Lamberson on the outside of that front row. He continues to set the field. They work their way through turns 1 and 2. Very close racing. That 20 car is going to have a rough night later in the show as well. You're going to want to stay tuned as it's a very racy program here on Horsepower Hour. Wicked slider attempt for that second spot. Can't quite get it done there. And that's going to be the way that it'll stay with that 10 car. That's piloted by Craig Karazim. Karazim had the second spot. Then going into turn number 3, a wicked slider comes in from Phil Graisman, who will take over the second spot coming out of turn number 2, and down the back straightaway they stay single file as they work their way into turns 3, 4. Meanwhile, leading, you just saw him flash by the screen there. That's Brad Lamberson. He opens up quite a gap on the field in that Melling Performance Engines number 27. Brad Lamberson usually runs with the 410 division of the Sprints on Dirt or the All-Star Circuit of Champions. Decided to break the 360 out and come and play with the fellows with the Great Lakes Super Sprint. Pretty decent racing, everybody minding their own business until right there out of turn number 4, solo spin brings out the yellow, and that'll bunch them all back up. So we'll do a single file restart off of turn number 4. Lamberson continues to set the pace, but he's got company with Phil Grayson right there on the back door. Andy Tunison with a nice ride on the inside to get around Craig Karazim, and he tries to make his way around Phil Griezmann. Can't quite get it done off of turn number 4. Still a good 3-car battle for that second spot. Tunison now right on the bottom, pushes up on the cushion, and will keep the 3rd spot as Griezmann maintains 2nd position. Close racing there at the white flag. Wheel to wheel, wing to wing, wicked sliders being thrown all over the place, but nonetheless, right there at the end, checkered flag would fall on Brad Lamberson, who would pick up the Great Lakes Super Sprints heat race number 3. That sets the field. B mains, dash for cashes, and the A main, they're all set now after those 3 heat races. We'll take a break and dive in to what is coming up, which is the Dash for Cash, and that's one of the fastest events on the evening. When we come back, we'll get into that and the B main. It's all coming up on Horsepower Hour here on Hillsdale TV.
County National Bank is proud to serve the communities of Hillsdale County, providing financial products and services in 5 branches and a number of ATMs. Since 1934, CNB has been committed to superior customer service, technological innovation, and a tradition of community banking. CNB is celebrating 83 years of being in Hillsdale County. Over the years, we've developed special relationships with our customers, local businesses, organizations, and the community. County National Bank, banking that stays in the community.
Nash Drugs in Hillsdale and Jonesville is your independently owned and operated Health Mart pharmacy. We have a lot to offer, including medication synchronization, immunizations, blister packaging, prescription compounding, and delivery. Or come see us at our Market House location, where we offer convenient drive-through services. Also for our customers, we have utility payment services and a photo maker center at our Hillsdale and Jonesville location. Stop in and shop our Hallmark Gold Crown selection of cards for every occasion. Nash Drugs, caring for you and about you.
Back to Horsepower Hour here on Hillsdale TV while it remains Hillsdale TV. If you follow us on social media, you may have already seen that we've got some changes in the works, and I'm trying to find it here because I'm not even used to the new name yet. But we are changing the name of Hillsdale TV to better represent what we hope to cover for the community, and not just the community, but as we continue to branch out, a name that will better represent the company as we move forward with different shows, including Horsepower Hour and the community programs that we will bring. The new name of Hillsdale TV, which will be coming to you later on in the fall. Scott has completely gone off of my computer, so I don't remember what we were calling that. Hometown Media Network. See, if it wasn't for producers, what would us talent really do? So Hometown Media Network. And that's what we'll be making the change to coming in the fall on all of our social media platforms, including HillsdaleTV.com. So just watch the Facebook and watch the website for more information on that as it becomes available. And speaking of Facebook, be sure to join the conversation with this live video either on Hillsdale TV or Horsepower Hour with Zack Hiser. That Facebook page is available there as well. You can go ahead and comment on there what you're thinking as the show goes on. You know, try to be nice, but you know, whatever you've got to say, go ahead and let us know about it right here on Horsepower Hour on Hillsdale TV. Dash for Cash would be next on the docket for the Great Lakes Super Sprints, and it's pretty simple. It's an 8-lap shootout. Top 3 from each heat race get thrown in to a quick race, and it's
the noise here for the Sprint Dash.
Each heat race right there on the front row. Your points leader, Jared Hortzman, and he would work to get away from those other cars in a quick hurry. Phil Griezmann runs in second, Ryan Roll third, Dustin Daggett fourth, and defending champion Chase Ridenauer rides in that 5th spot. Hortzman would eventually walk away, so the battle's going to be right there for 3rd through 5th spot with Ridenauer right in the middle of Rule and Dustin Daggett. Ridenauer works the bottom, Ryan Rule right up on the cushion trying to get some momentum. Meanwhile, at the front, Jared Hortzman continues to set the pace in that 17 machine. Brad Lambertson would round out the field at the tail of the Dash for Cash. White flag is in the air. Jared Hortzman, as you see, opens up about a straightaway lead over 2nd spot of Phil Griezmann, and he would make a smooth final lap down the back straightaway and into turn number 3. Nice and easy does it. Jared Hortzman picks up the Dash for Cash victory out of turn number 4. They're not done yet. They've got to continue setting the field, and that's where the Great Lakes Super Sprints B main comes into play. There you see Lyndon Jones, a familiar face with the Great Lakes Super Sprints. He's running in that 3rd position, and they are all trying to get into that final transfer spot into the main event. Don't make it through here, you go home. And just like that, a yellow flag out on the B main as there was trouble on the back straightaway. A couple of cars get together, one over the embankment and the other spun to the infield. So they'll stack them back up and try it again. Can't start until the chalk line out of turn 4. There's the green flag back in the air, and it's double file racing wheel to wheel and wing to wing as they work their way through turns 1 and 2. Good battle for second spot. Lyndon Jones tries to work the outside, and he's going to get pushed up right over the edge, barely makes it without getting into that outside retaining wall for that. That was the battle for the lead, as a matter of fact. Lyndon Jones, though, sits back in second spot, knowing that he has made it. There's your leader. That's the number 19J, or make that the number 19S of Jay Steinball, but trouble in turns 1 and 2 for the number 89. He would go around. That would be minimal to the damage that that 17 machine would suffer, and unfortunately we don't have a driver name with that, but he would take a quick little tumble there in turns 1 and 2. Just a soft little rollover for him, nothing major there. So Jay Steinbach back in the air. Steinball leads the way. Lyndon Jones in the second spot as they work their way through turns 1 and 2. Top 4 make the show. Everybody else loads up and heads for the house. Come off turn number 4, pretty much single file racing through this B main. Jay Steinball leading the way in that number 19. He would continue to set the pace throughout the remainder of that event as he works his way through lap traffic. A couple of drivers having a rough night. That includes DJ LeMance. That car was ill handling and ill running throughout the entire day at the Speedway. But there's the white flag. One more lap to go in the B main for the Great Lakes Super Sprints. Jay Steinball just has to go down the back straightaway and keep a smooth pace. He was the one that we saw go off to the top of turn number 2 in heat race number 1, but smooth sailing through B main. He'll pick up that crucial checkered flag, and he'll make his way in to the A main event. That's pretty much going to set the field, and it's going to be a doozy. 20 cars, 25 laps, 3/8 of a mile, and we'll see some stuff that we haven't seen all season, whether it be the In the Dirt series or the Horsepower Hour series. Some big wrecks, some big speed, and it created a late night live, but that's why we cut it all together for you right here on Horsepower Hour on Hillsdale TV. We'll be right back and we'll get into it. The feature event is coming up next here on Horsepower Hour.
In this moment, what matters most is the quality of your independent agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
More Insurance Service is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
There's a reason that professionals shop at Jonesville Lumber. They expect quality, service, and knowledge. And that's exactly what they receive. For nearly 100 years, Jonesville Lumber has been family owned. We take pride in serving our area with great products at competitive prices. We have dedicated project estimators in-house that will help figure the materials needed to complete your next task at hand. Whether you're building your dream home, adding a pole barn, building a deck, updating your kitchen, or painting your front door, let Jonesville Lumber help you with your next project.
County National Bank opened in Hillsdale in 1934, and we made a decision to invest in our community. Presently, the bank operates 12 full-service offices and 17 ATMs in 4 counties in south central Michigan. Since 1971, our trust and investment department has helped to serve our customers to the fullest. The foundation of the success of each and every office is the same now as it was in 1934. Honesty, integrity, and total customer service. County National Bank, banking that stays in the community.
Nash Drugs in Hillsdale and Jonesville is your independently owned and operated Health Mart pharmacy. We offer prescription compounding, delivery, med synchronization, immunizations, Hallmark Gold Crown cards, and gifts for every occasion. Nash Drugs, caring for you and about you.
Here on Hillsdale TV, and it's time for the main event of the evening, the Great Lakes Super Sprint feature event. Let's check that starting lineup now, and I have to cheat because I don't have it completely memorized, but at the back of the pack, the final row will be DJ LeMance and Mike Dunlap starting shotgun on the field. Then it is going to be Chris Pro Baines, Lyndon Jones, Jay Steinbaugh, Matt Foes, it looks like, Joe Guy, Robert Huskin, and then as we get into the top 10, it's Devin Doby, Andy Tunison, Brett Mann, Greg Dahlman, Brad Lambertson, Dustin Daggett, Chase Ridenauer, Ryan Rule are row number 2, and on that front row is Phil Griezmann and Jared Hortzman. So let's get into it. The feature anything they got near them for this feature event getting set to take place. 20 cars getting set to do battle for 25 laps. And it's going to take some doing to get it started as they work their way into turns 3 and 4. They'll bunch them up, wing to wing, wheel to wheel, and bumper to bumper, looking for that green flag out of turn number 4. It's Hortzman and Griezmann as they'll get the one to go signal this time by, double them up. And I can tell you that track held together very nicely while we were there on Friday. The crew did a great job to get that track worked in, as again you can kind of see Lake I-96 there in the bottom of turn number 1. They got all sorts of rain last Friday at the I-96 Speedway, but again they got it worked in. Track wasn't too rough, and actually ended up being a very fast track. At the field as they work their way down the back straightaway, 25 laps is the distance. Winner takes the glory. It's Hortzman and Griezmann on the front row. Rule and Ridenauer row 2. Daggett and Lambertson make up row number 3 as they come off turn number 4 for the green flag. Down into turn number 1, Hortzman puts the big slider to shut the door. On the second spot, Griezmann. There's Greg Dahlman battling it out with Dustin Daggett as they come out of turn number 4, just like that. Red flag on the speedway, trouble back straightaway as one car goes up and over. A quick little flip there is going to end the night for Matt Hooer, I believe is how you say that. I can't quite read the last name there. But that number 20I car goes up and over down the back straightaway. Looks to be a single car incident that will end his night early out of the Great Lakes Super Sprint NRA Invaders event at the I-96 Speedway. Now you'll notice as we get set to restart them here that Hortzman and Griezmann are back one row. They got docked for jumping the initial start, so put Rule and Ridenauer on the front row as they go back to green flag racing off of turn number 4. And they'll spread them out just like they did in the heat races. 3 and 4 wide racing throughout the field. Doby making his way up through the field to the inside of Lambertson. And look out, turns 3 and 4 just completely overdrove it getting into the corner. That was Phil Griezmann, and he just drove right into the side of Chase Ridenauer and spun that car around and slid off of the top side of turns 3 and 4. That would end his night quite early for Phil Griezmann. Not sure if something broke on that car or if he just completely overdrove getting into turns 3 and 4. So for the third time, they'll double them up and try it again as they work their way into turns 3 and 4. Again, it's Rule and Chase Ridenauer on the front row. They come off turn 4 for the third time, a complete restart. Green flag is back in the air, and everybody plays it a little bit nicer, except for Jared Hortzman, who's going to go right to the top shelf and get right on the back door of Ridenauer as they come out of turn number 2. They stack up and continue down the back straightaway. Rule works the top shelf, Ridenauer in the middle. As they come off 4, Ridenauer continues to lead. A good battle for second there, and 3 and 4 wide racing all throughout the field. The battle continues to be for about third spot, and there's trouble getting into turn number 1. Red light is on, and ladies and gentlemen, I've never seen anything like this up close and personal. That's going to be the number 10 of Craig Karazim. He made contact, battling for about 9th spot, and he and the other car touched wheels, and that would send him up and over the catch fence at the I-96 Speedway. And there you see right away the safety personnel are right there at him, and right there he's already out of the car and walking around. Good to see Craig Karazim out of that car and able to walk away completely unscathed. You see the safety personnel there walking with him. and just checking to make sure that he's A-OK. And thank goodness for that second fence that keeps spectators back away from the racing surface. And you see it took a team of many to get that car out of the catch fence. It was actually lodged within the catch fence there at the I-96 Speedway. So with that, the red flag comes back out. A lengthy delay here at the I-96 Speedway, so we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get into it. It should be a little bit cleaner racing now, as the fourth time will be a charm. For the Great Lakes Super Sprints from the I-96 Speedway, you're watching Horsepower Hour here on Hillsdale TV.
To most banks, everyone looks the same. Because they don't see you, all they see are numbers and statistics. That may not matter until you need a loan. But County National Bank sees you as an individual with value beyond what shows on a credit report. CNB is a local bank with local lenders using local appraisers who work harder to get you the loan you need. Everyone is not the same. We're local, just like you. CNB, banking that stays in the community.
The Saucy Dogs is the name and barbecue is the game. Come on down for a good time and some great food. At Saucy Dogs, try our barbecue nachos or our tasty ribs. We'll have you howling for more. Saucy Dogs, downtown Jonesville. The Sunrise Shops are here to serve you. Stop in and try one of our signature coffee blends, or even try one of our 16-head fountain sodas. With convenient locations in Jonesville, Sunrise Shops are always right around the corner.
Welcome back to Horsepower Hour here on Hillsdale TV as the cleanup continues and is almost completed for the Craig Karzim incident, and it drew quite a lengthy break, and a lot of people come out from the grandstands as well, and you see right there's the damage to the catch fence. They would actually completely clear that area of seating there in the pit side because of that accident and that weakness to the catch fence. They couldn't allow any spectators to sit in that pit side of the grandstands. Hey, real quick, while we still are doing this, don't forget to join the conversation on Facebook as we get set to turn them loose once again out of turns 3 and 4. Ryan Rule still sets the pace. It's Chase Ridenauer second, Jared Hortzman third, Dustin Daggett fourth, and Brad Lambertson in the fifth spot as they come off turn number 4 for a green flag back in the air, and a rough start there for Dustin Daggett as he kicked that car completely sideways, but Ridenauer picking the front wheels up off the ground. He got good bite. There's a battle between Doby and Dahlman as they go side by side into turn number 3. Now Doby looks to take over Lambertson for the fifth spot as they come off turn 4. Dahlman now to the outside of Doby as he was working down the front straightaway. There's a side-by-side battle for Dustin Daggett, and Jared Hortzman moved Dustin Daggett into the third spot. Hortzman, though, not done as he works his way back around the outside off of turn number 4. Now Jared Hortzman back into the...
Hey everybody, Scott Pianti here with Hillsdale TV and HillsdaleTV.com. Is this mic working? No, I don't think it is. I got it unmuted.
Check 1, 2. Hey, my mic's working. It looks like, anyhow. So we're getting set to cover this parade that's coming up. Zack Hiser with you as well from Hillsdale and the Hillsdale Great American Parade that's getting set to come your way. All part of the Great American Celebration. The parade will roll around 6 o'clock, and then they'll move on and head down to the fun happening at the fairgrounds. That's all coming up as well. You had the important mic on, so that's all that matters.
Well, you know, I've been doing... you got to see my rear end. Sorry about that, folks. You got to see it. You got to see it. It is what it is. You know, we turned the mics on, but they just weren't on as loud as they needed to be. So we're out here, Zach. We're out here at the 4th of July parade, 3rd of July, really, because it's really the 3rd of July. So, but it's technically the 4th of July parade. So, if you haven't been familiar with us, we're a new channel here in Hillsdale. We've been going for about 7-8 months. Zach is our very first announcer besides myself, which is great because I can't do it all. You know, I can only do so much. You know, so people are lining up out here, Zach. There's, you know, that you can hear the bands kind of warming up in the background.
And I tell you, you talk about it being on the 3rd instead of the 4th down here in Hillsdale, and that's really helped things out. As you look up and down the sidewalks, a great crowd of people on hand. As a matter of fact, I got a chance to talk with a couple who are down or over here from Coldwater this afternoon. They said we've never been. We actually get a chance to come down and see it because it's not on the 4th this year. So.
Well, that's great. So, Zach, I tell you what, we started a new show with you. Let's talk about that new show. We call it Horsepower Hour with Zack Hiser. And why don't you tell us really what the show's about?
Sure. So Horsepower Hour is something that we kind of birthed off of something you started, which was the In the Dirt series. And Scott asked me to come on board and kind of take things over. And I said, well, we don't want to just limit ourselves. And you and I talked. We don't want to limit ourselves. We want to open ourselves up to cover motorsports in general. So that's where we went with the Horsepower Hour theme. You saw a little bit of a clip there if you were waiting for the parade coverage to start from I-96 Speedway. That was our latest show on Saturday. And we plan on covering a bunch of stuff, not just Saturday nights at the local circle track. We plan on going to fairgrounds for tractor pulls and all sorts of other stuff. We've got figure 8 races scheduled. I mean, we're going to cover a vast variety of motorsports-themed stuff on that show.
And we've got some other things coming up, too, which are going to be great. We've got some... we're going to have some on Our Town series, which is going to be basically a show about things that are happening in and around Hillsdale clubs, groups, and it's me going into the business. It's actually kind of like a Dirty Jobs meets diners, drive-ins, and dives kind of an atmosphere, which is really great. Then you have, we're going to be doing a different series, which is going to do a lot with missing persons and that type of thing. I see the American Legion poster guy just now rounding the corner right now, so you can see him coming down the street. And we're looking at our monitors, and it is so bright out here. It's hard to see for us, but I tell you what, they are coming. You see them. There they are.
And my favorite part about all this is the respect that everybody has for our veterans. Everybody's up on their feet, clapping, and just showing great appreciation for our men and women who served and fought for our country.
So there's the American Legion post.
195, yep.
Right behind them coming the Boy Scout troops, Pack 4174.
With that great American Parade banner, looks very nice. Pack 4174 out of Hillsdale. All those Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts waving our nation's colors.
So you can hear the drums coming on down.
Civil War styled drum corps coming down. 1776 style flag with the 13 colonies, 13 original colony stars on there, next to our current American flag with the 50 stars and 13 stripes.
Now that's the Plymouth Fife and Drum Corps out of Plymouth, Michigan. All right, you can hear the bands around the backside there. And they're going to be bringing the Grand Marshal tune. I think everybody just stalled out. They want to just be on TV. Maybe that's what it is. They want to just be in front of us. Zach, what do you think?
Well, I think that we've got a really cool thing going on here in Hillsdale because everybody's looking and staring and asking questions, and it's really cool to be able to bring this to everybody live here from downtown Hillsdale.
We are downtown Hillsdale right now. We are actually right across, and we want to thank Drew's Place, or not Drew's Place. Gosh, I get them all confused. We want to thank Drew's Realty. Century 21 Realty for giving us his audio, video, allowing us to bring the video to his internet. So we're taking it through his building, giving this to you live. So we want to thank Jim Drews and the Century 21 Drews Realty for allowing us to use their internet to bring this coverage to you today, because we were worried about the bandwidth being enough to stream down here, because I mean we are sending to 3 different platforms today. We're sending to YouTube. We're also sending to Facebook Live as well as our own channel. HillsdaleTV.com. You might have heard us talking just recently. We've been talking about the name change. Now, the name change is really going to be more about, it's not so much we're going away from Hillsdale TV. It's more about a growth. So we're changing the name to, you're going to see, well, the name's still going to be Hillsdale TV, but you're going to be hearing more about Hometown Media Network, or hometownmedia.tv, which is going to be all part of the Hometown Media Network, because we are expanding, we are doing other things, so we want to make sure we encompass all that and not confuse everybody. Hillsdale TV will still remain and be a part of Hillsdale and the local city council meetings, the local events that are happening in Hillsdale, but we do want to, since we are growing with Horsepower Hour in our town and some other shows that we're bringing out, as well as local sports. Don't forget, you can check out all your local sports right here on HillsdaleTV.com. We're going to be following the Hillsdale Hornets all this year for football. We are also going to be doing regional coverage, and we do want to thank WCSR for giving us their audio a lot of times at the Bob and Scott and all those guys down there. Zach, you're out there calling some games with Mike, and we want to appreciate all of that for doing what you do.
Hey, it's pretty cool. You know, I remember. Go ahead. No, I remember last year one of your guys' first games was that Reading game down in Reading, and Mike and I said Hillsdale has a TV station, and now I'm working for you, so it's really cool and really awesome to see all the ideas, Scott, that you have in place as Hillsdale TV, and then into Hometown Media continues to grow.
So I think we're just waiting for the start of this thing, and we've seen the person in charge of it. She just was walking around. I'm not sure, she's just planning some things. So while we're kind of doing that, let me take a shot, show you what other things are going on right here. While we're doing that, boy, I'm kind of lost for words here. I've got a problem with the camera. I'm going to go fix real fast here, but Zach, you can go ahead and announce whatever you want to announce. Tell them some upcoming events that we got. The next track we're going to be doing. We had a rain out last night, so why don't you tell them what's going on?
All right, sounds good, Scott. Good luck with that camera as you go and take care of that. Yeah, we were at Springport Mid-Michigan Speedway last night. We were getting set to bring you the Outlaw Super Late Model Show from Springport, which was going to be featured again this coming Saturday, 1 o'clock on Hillsdale TV for Horsepower Hour. And rains plagued that show. They actually did get that show in, but we decided to pack up shop and head for the house around 11 o'clock or so. That show didn't get over until about 2:30 this morning. And so we got a hold of the folks with Galesburg Speedway, and they're going to welcome us down to their track, over to their track in Galesburg for tomorrow night's racing action, which is going to be their Freedom 75 is what they're calling it, for the Outlaw Super Late Model Show. And we'll bring you all that action Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock on Horsepower Hour with Hillsdale TV. And you can also like Horsepower Hour with Zack Hiser on Facebook. Make sure that you follow that page as we post updates as to where we're going and what we're doing on that page, as well as the Hillsdale TV Facebook page, where also you can find all these other things like what we're doing here with the Great American Celebration and the parade here in downtown Hillsdale, as things continue to stack up right here in Hillsdale to get this parade underway, which is scheduled to get off in about 3 minutes. They've been promoting 6 o'clock sharp, and so they're already here on the main stretch ready to take the first step. I presume we'll start with our national anthem and then roll right in to this parade, which has just grown more and more throughout the years as they continue to host this parade. Again, we told you it's happening on July 3rd, which is a little bit different. Usually it happens right on July 4th, but it has opened up for members of different communities to come on out and enjoy what's happening here in downtown Hillsdale and all the great things that this town has to offer. Pretty warm out here today. Sun's beating down on us. We can't have it go one extreme or the other. It's either downpouring, thunder and lightning, or it's 900 degrees and 100% humidity. And we've got the latter here for today. Temperatures in the mid-80s, pretty humid. couple of clouds in the sky, but of course none blocking the sunshine right now as we get set again for the Great American Celebration here in Hillsdale. Parade's pretty well stacked up, and they're just getting ready now to turn things over to the Grand Marshals and get things started. The Grand Marshals for this year's parade are the members of the Hillsdale County Law Enforcement. They are the Grand Marshals for this year's parade. And again, I presume they'll be getting things started here in just a few minutes, as they said they wanted to set first foot at exactly 6 o'clock.
So, Zach, while we're getting ready to do this, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back to more of the 4th of July action right here in downtown Hillsdale in just a moment.
To most banks, everyone looks the same. Because they don't see you, all they see are numbers and statistics. That may not matter until you need a loan. But County National Bank sees you as an individual with value beyond what shows on a credit report. CNB is a local bank with local lenders using local appraisers who work harder to get you the loan you need. Everyone is not the same. We're local, just like you. CNB, banking that stays in the community.
There's a reason the professionals shop at Jonesville Lumber. They receive quality, service, and knowledge. For nearly 100 years, Jonesville Lumber has been serving our community with great products at competitive prices. Let Jonesville Lumber help you with your next project. There's a reason the professionals shop at Jonesville Lumber. They expect quality, service.
So we're back. Should have music playing. I don't know. Who knows? This is a weird day. You know, I got out here about, what time was it? I got out here about 2 o'clock, Zach. Yeah, about 2 o'clock to start setting up for this thing. And, you know, people were great. I had people coming out and helping me because we had to take cables down going across the street. You know, so you can see the beginning of the parade right here. We were taking the cables down going across the street. We were doing
Nope. I'm going to see if we can catch this audio here from our organizer of the Hillsdale Great American Celebration. She's over here with that little loudspeaker. No, I think it will get it. Scott, they're doing a flyover. I don't know if they're going to catch it. They're coming right here.
That's right. Come here, Ren. Wonder where they're from. Can you get the camera up, Lex, Jess? Here we go. Look, guys. So we just had a flyover to start the parade right at 6 p.m.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2017 Hillsdale County Parade. Flag, decorated with commands for the presentation of the colors and the national anthem.
the Plymouth Fife and Drum Corps for playing the national anthem there.
Was that an all piccolo rendition? Is that what I heard? That's pretty good.
So as you can see,
So we both are absolutely blinded here.
We're trying to see what's going on and watching. The sun is right at us. It is a beautiful day. People were worried about the weather coming out today, Zach. I mean, we had that storm shower blow by us a little earlier. I had people even coming up, like I was talking, helping tape down cables. Like, you sure the weather's going to be fine? I'm like, yeah, the weather's going to be fine. You know, we're gonna get through it. So it's great. I'm glad it's all worked out.
I tell you, Scott, I used to be in the percussion with the Jonesville High School, and I absolutely love these old-time drum corps as they make their way down. And take a little listen here. Very cool. Again, from Plymouth Fife and Drum Corps. We welcome them here to Hillsdale and thank them so much for being a part of our great American celebration.
Here come the police and the Sheriff's Department.
Hillsdale City Police Department and also the Hillsdale County Sheriff's Department, and the Sheriff's Department inviting you to stay connected by downloading their app on your cellular device as they tote that trailer. Stay connected, Hillsdale County Sheriff's Office new app, latest public safety news and information, help keep residents safe, and submit helpful tips including crime, warrant, and drug tips. Download their app today. It's free of charge. Old Dan Roberts there, Litchfield City Police. Somerset Police.
Well, they got everybody at Hillsdale County coming out.
Now, I love this. The Michigan State Police celebrating their 100th year, I believe.
That's what it is.
And they have the retro-style police car, and one car per Michigan State Police post. And so that's, of course, from the Jackson Post, Jonesville Detachment, and we're glad to have them down here. Also the mounted unit of the Hillsdale County Sheriff's Department here with us today.
And, of course, they got the littlest ponies of all pulling the biggest wagon.
Unfortunate for those children that have been captured, and but we're happy to have those criminals off the street.
Here comes the big coffee, which I could use probably right around now. And good old Brett Boyd.
Big B Coffee inside the hottest spot in town, the Hillsdale Market House. Get your half-price drink of the day, which is the Palma Berry.
The Palma Berry
Creme Freeze, yes. Do we know who's in the cup? We don't know who's in the cup. There's Brandy Boyd. Hello, Brandy, driving the hometown hotspot van. The Boyd family really does a lot in this community. It's really awesome to see how much they help put stuff on. The Shriners. The Shriners are in. This is the Jackson Shrine Club making their circle here right midtown. The Shriners represent a group of people that either severely entertain you or completely creep you out, and we're about to get a little show here that's going to involve some horn work and some other things. Here we go. So the Jackson Shrine Club making their way, of course, along with the 10 or so bikes that come down. They also like to bring down their bus that helps let people know a little bit more about what the Shriners Club does. Expert medical help, Shriners Hospital for Children. If you need more information on that, 1-800-237-5055.
So we got more action. I tell you, folks, if you want to join in the social media, you sure can. Go right onto our Facebook page. It's at Hillsdale TV. You can go on there. You'll see the video playing. You can actually post, and we will get it up here live. You've just seen some people posting up there. Ken, hopefully we got the problem fixed. I mean, I'm seeing my stream nice and strong. So hopefully it's coming to you fine. I'm not quite sure why. I mean, we've got a nice, strong strong feed coming through here.
State Representative Tim Wahlberg making his way downtown, and glad to have him here for the Hillsdale Great American Celebration.
More people handing out candy. I love candy. These are the parts of the parade I love. I am a kid at heart, and I do enjoy my candy, which they're probably going to skip over me.
Yeah, because we're media. They don't think we deserve it.
So we got, looks like coming up next, looks like, I don't know who it is.
That's Mike Shirkey.
Mike Shirkey, there it is. Had to open the door.
So that's State Senate Representative Mike Shirkey.
And I tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my Ford hat on. I hope you don't mind. I got a Ford and a Chevy hat, but today I'm wearing blue, so I'm going to put my Ford hat on so I can actually see the screen without cupping my eyes.
Well, you do what you got to do, Scott. I will not mind the emblem for today as State Senator Mike Shirkey heads on down. I said representative earlier. I meant Senator. Senator Mike Shirkey is what I meant. However, another representative is Eric Lloydhauser.
Eric, he's in the, looks like, hopefully he's in a GMC.
Yep, that's a GMC there. Now, I haven't seen Eric himself, but I'm sure he's here.
So here we got more coming for the parade. Teresa Heckenleve walking by for the parade. And I'm not sure what this is.
Well, we've got some sort of float here, and those appear to be Disney princesses from years gone past.
I guess that could be it.
Let's see here.
They're backwards. They should drive in reverse.
I have no idea what that. I have no idea what that sign says, and our words are going to be few and far between here.
It's hard to know which one that is.
With the Jonesville Fire Department rolling through with their tanker unit.
The Hillsdale Gymnastics Cheer and Dance is coming down the flips in that right now. These young ladies are always tumbling and doing a backflip and back handsprings and stuff that I just can't do.
I can't even imagine doing it, Scott. So that's how talented these young ladies are.
I tell you what, who we got coming up? Looks like we've got who is this? The GLCC.
The 2017 GLCC National Champion team.
And the little girls out in the back, the dance team.
There goes Tiny Miss Hillsdale, pageant winner.
There she is. I like her ride. It's a nice ride. And we got some old cars coming on through.
Now, Scott, I know you'd expect me to commentate on these, but some of these are way outside of my expertise. I can tell you that this boat here is a Cadillac.
That's about as far as you got.
That's as far as I can go. Nonetheless, beautiful cars.
This one here coming up is that's a Jeep.
There we go.
So
we're on top of it.
And we got a guy in a unicycle.
Lifted Ford F-150. Primary use, mudding. Looks very nice, though. Cleaned up nicely to join us here. And that exhaust goes forever underneath that machine.
It does. And you can hear him rubbing the edges right in front of us with candy. Here comes an old Chevrolet.
The old C10 with the performance engineering on the side.
Yep. Here comes the fire truck. This is North Adams. Fire department. Showing off one of their, looks like one of their newer trucks. And an Audi. I don't know who's in the Audi.
I don't know who's in the Audi.
I think it's people just looking for better parking or just got tied up.
Yeah, if you've got a flag, they'll let you in.
They'll let you
to the Great American Celebration. There's Smitty in that Ford Thunderbird. What are you doing, Smitty? Will it spin the tires? Will it spin the tires? Well, there's only one way to find out. Oh, gotta love Smitty.
Here comes a tractor with the Center Adams. What is this?
Center Adams is the Antique Power and Equipment Club. Ah. I only know that because I read their sign.
And I second that opinion. I will not argue with the sign. So they got some of these old tractors.
Now, if you want to see a parade with all old tractors, head on out to Hanover tomorrow morning.
Oh, yeah?
That parade is tractors. I mean, tractors for miles, and I'm not exaggerating.
And you could probably take a Bobcat up there and everything.
Oh, they'd let you in. They'd let you in. City Council seat Ward 4 is up for re-election this year, and vote for Ryan Briner. The committee for is walking through. Ray Briner, I'm sorry, Ray Briner.
They were talking about trying to extend that for the city council because they're trying to save budgets, but I guess they haven't still had that happen, so it's still going to be up for a vote. So more candy. It looks like Superman and Supergirl or somebody super coming down the street here.
Looks like we have the Hillsdale Batman making their way.
And that is a Hillsdale Batman making his way. There he is.
And then, yep, Supergirl's on the other side there.
The Batman is here.
So that announcement just being made, we overheard Batman and Supergirl will be at the Hero's Nest following the Great American Celebration. So if you've got the kids and you're a comic book fan or whatever, head on down and check them out.
Pure Duct Cleaning is coming up next. They're out of Hillsdale, Michigan. For all your heating duct cleaning needs, plus they do video inspection. So if you're not sure if you need to be cleaned, they can bring a little camera and stick it down there, or we can bring our camera too and stick it down there and check it out.
You never know. But if you want the professionals to do it, 439-5859. Hillsdale Township Fire Department, beautiful rig there. Rig 434 making its way through Hillsdale, and I keep pausing because I expect it to get loud, but he's more focused on the candy.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Which is perfect. Oh, Barrett Insurance. There you go. Barrett Insurance makes some noise.
Here's Barrett Insurance.
And I love their El Camino that they've got. If they ever decide to sell it, I may be first in line.
Yeah, that is a beautiful El Camino.
BarrettINS.com.
Upcoming next is Scott Sessions. I guess he's driving his vehicle down the road. Why not? Everybody just drives down there. Scott Sessions, our town mayor. Here is Scott throwing out some candy. Hey, Scott.
Scott Sessions running for re-election, I do believe, as mayor. Brayman Roofing Company, they've got some really interesting equipment with them. They've got their crane truck with them today. Brayman Roofing, Hillsdale and Coldwater. 437-3874 in Hillsdale.
So they're just a ride down the back, throwing out candy, and that's all good for the kids. They love it, and it is 4th of July right here in Hillsdale, Michigan. Right after this, don't forget the Great American Hillsdale Celebration down at the Hillsdale County Fairgrounds, where they're going to be having the fireworks go off when it gets dusk. As soon as it gets dark enough tonight, they're going to be firing those off. They got all kinds of stands and that set up down there. Music from the Dale Vaughn Band.
And, yep, Russ Martin will open. He should be performing right now, I do believe, at 6 o'clock. And then, as you said, the Dale Vaughn Band will follow.
So here comes a little promotion for the Hillsdale County Fair Donut Shop, which I know my kids, Jeffrey over there on camera that's shooting this right now, will definitely love me to get him some donuts. That'll probably be his payment tonight, Zach. I could probably pay him in donuts.
Hey, there you go. And the Donut Hut wants to remind you that they are powered financially by the Hillsdale County Community Foundation and Michigan Soybean Fair Project.
Yeah, so So every dollar that goes, people buy donuts from them, goes right into helping out the fair, and that's great. That's great for the fair. And don't forget their donuts. They make this maple bacon one during. Oh my gosh!
I've had it, and it is absolutely delicious.
It is a breakfast to die for.
Stockford for mayor, handing out balloons and candy and all sorts of other things. Here we go. We can hear them in the distance, and they haven't even rounded the corner yet.
Not even close.
That's going to be the musical contributions, I would assume, of the Hillsdale Hornet Marching Band. Patty Gerbig.
Yep, Patty, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching, Patty.
Make sure you tell your friends, share it on Facebook with everybody. Make sure you let them know. You can join the conversation right here at Hillsdale TV on Facebook. You can go right there at Hillsdale TV and join the conversation. Post whatever you like to post. Keep it clean. Or you can tell us how great Zach and I look on camera. That's perfectly fine too.
And you know what? If you don't keep it clean, we'll take it down. So there you go. Do what you got to do. But yeah, please do like and share. Make sure to follow us on Facebook at Hillsdale TV, as Scott said, and also check us out on hillsdaletv.com. Visiting Angels Senior Home Care is America's choice in home care, veteran-owned, and an authorized Veterans Affairs provider. Ward 1 Councilman candidate Dennis Wainscott rolling down in the Buick. Is that a Buick? Yes, it is. That's a Buick.
I was just looking down the street, seeing how many people are here. There are just people lined up everywhere.
It's a great, great crowd for this year's parade for sure.
Hillsdale High School Hornet Marching Band out of Hillsdale, Michigan, playing Barbara Ann. And the Hillsdale High School Marching Band marching on by. Coming up next is 10 on the Table Spa. Now, if you don't know what 10 on the Table is, if you are a male, you might not know, but if you are a female, more than likely you know they do nails and manicures and all that fun stuff. They're right down here, downtown Hillsdale, just down around the corner here by the jewelry shop right here on the corner where the main corner comes together. They just moved to that new location.
Hey, you know, it is re-election time for governor of the state of Michigan, and Patrick Kolbeck is down here in Hillsdale making his bid. Principled Solutions for MI.com. Check him out, Patrick Kolbeck for governor.
Hey, thanks, Penny, for letting everybody know that they can watch us on our Facebook page or our YouTube and or hillsdaletv.com.
And we're proud to provide that service for Penny as she volunteered to help with the parade. And, she said, I can't watch it because I'm helping set up, but I've got it right here on my cell phone. So we're glad to do that for you, Penny.
And it is tough for the people that are doing it. They don't get a chance to watch it. They're working their parade, so they don't get a chance to see it. Well, I'm glad we can bring that to them. Going by us right now is an old Mustang. Looks like, oh gosh,
I was going to say late 60s, early 70s for sure. Beautiful red Mustang.
And here comes Hillsdale Hoyser GMC. Show me the Carfax, they say, as they got the good old Carfax up on top.
Yep, Hillsdale Lloydhauser Buick GMC. They're a certified Carfax dealer. Get your used vehicles if you pre-owned, if that's what you're after. They can help you out there with that Carfax report.
Now we got new owners. Here goes John from Checker Records. Hey, John, how you doing, buddy? Hey, thanks, my man. So good old. So, here we go. We got. Let's see. Checker Records are telling me about. Just John dropped this off. August 5th, Tommy Castro and the Painkillers, and the Jake Kershaw Band plus special guests are going to be. I guess that's street dance this year. August 5th.
August 5th.
So
Mark
now
your
you know
calendars.
Get your dance on out on the street.
There's Ken from Hillsdale Lloydhauser Buick GMC, sporting that silver GMC, and I love the little power wheel in the back of there, that GMC Denali power wheel that he's carrying as well. Very cool. The Wright Waldron Fire Department, Unit 1231.
I'm not sure if my mic is even working. More fire trucks going by than you can shake a stick at. I don't know. Jessica says she can hear me in the truck, so she's got the headset on.
Perfect. We'll keep flapping our gums then.
Yeah, maybe I'll just take this mic off the mic stand. I can hold it up to my mouth. Is that working any better? More farm equipment.
Nice Farmall 460 sitting in front of us. That tractor will get it done. If you need something done, the Farmall 460, that'll do it for sure. If you're not a fan of the Farmall, maybe you're a green customer, John Deere 60 right there as well. On the back side of the Farmall 460 is naturally another Farmall. A little smaller in size, but a beautiful tractor, very nicely restored. Farmall here to our right.
So there I go. I'm working now. There was a microphone. It was on, not on mute, but it was just turned down on line volume. So, hey guys, this is live. So if we make mistakes, I'm sorry. You know, this is what you get when it's free. We want to thank our sponsors, Nash Drugs, our newest sponsor, Nash Drugs, right here, Health Mart Pharmacy. They just coming on board with us, and we want to definitely thank them. We want to thank Jim Drews and Drews Century 21 Realty for letting us borrow their internet. Jonesville Lumber, Saucy Dogs, Olivia's. We also want to thank County National Bank, big member for Hillsdale TV.
Jonesville Lumber Company also on board with us.
Oh, thank you. I almost forgot. Jeez, how could I forget Ben and the crew from Jonesville Lumber? How shameful of me. I can't forget them. So, Maker Fun Factory, what is that? Is that a hub? I'm trying to read this car going by here.
So this takes place, the Maker Fun Factory takes place at the Hillsdale UB Church, 240 South Howell in Hillsdale. This factory is basically a VBS style thing, August 13th through the 17th, every evening from 6 until 8:30, and they're accepting all kids from ages 3 years old to 5th grade.
Uh-huh. Hey, while we're still waiting for more vehicles to come down, we're going to take a quick short break. We'll be right back. You're watching Hillsdale TV and the 4th of July parade right here at Hillsdale TV. Back here live, right here downtown Hillsdale. We are going to see the Spratz car coming by here. It just went by us. And right behind the Spratz truck is some little RC cars. And I tell you what, I bought our RC car down there for my son, and they had a blast with it. We drove it all over the place until it broke.
Well, you know, Spratz LP and Trading Post, they have got everything you need. They're a Traxxas dealer, and you want to spend money and have fun doing it. These RCs are the way to go about it. They're not the cheap, chintzy plastic that's going to break, you know, in 6 months. It's top-of-the-line stuff, and you can spend as much money as your budget affords on this and have a really good time.
So we see a little man in a cart driving on by here.
Yep, that's Nathan Bevard, and that's Caden.
It is Nathan.
So Nathan's walking, and Caden is in the cart. And Caden's been having a really awesome summer racing tracks around the area with that go-kart there. Bevard Fabrication on the side. Nathan. He's deaf.
He's deaf. But it is loud out here. Hillsdale Fire and Rescue coming by us again.
Their grass rig, very nice looking truck.
More tractors than you can shake a stick at in the hills. Who would have guessed that you would see tractors in the Hillsdale County parade?
You'd almost think we are a rural community with all the tractors that you see. Another McCormick Farmall tractor, again, very nicely restored. These obviously are tractors that, well, that one, however, probably doesn't get a whole lot of attention. This one looks like it come, you know, right from the field, but nonetheless, happy to have them as part of the Hillsdale 4th of July celebration.
Well, what they say is one's to show and one is to plow.
Yep, there you go. 1953 John Deere 60 rolling by. This is from Scott and Pam Michaels' farm down in Reading.
Here we are, the big hook and ladder. Do we have a building to use that on?
Tower 41, the Hillsdale City Fire Department, and maybe City Hall.
I think there's a cat to get out of a tree.
But, you know, in all honesty, though, it is very nice for Hillsdale County to have a ladder truck. You never know when it could be used, when it could be needed. Now, not necessarily just to go high in the air, but to get over top of something.
Well, we do have the one apartment complex downtown here.
So there you go.
There we go. We got one big building.
Junior Teen Miss Michigan World's Tour. LaKenzie is the name.
Driving on by. LaKenzie.
Little Miss Hillsdale County is Maddie Blonde. Now, that's not the Maddie Blonde I know. That's a much smaller Maddie Blonde. There's Jen Blonde and Jason Blonde driving by with their daughter Maddie. Very nice to have them here.
Dad's making sure the daughter doesn't fall, keeping an eye on her with his hand on her. Don't forget to join the conversation right here at Hillsdale TV on Facebook. You can comment about Zach and I. We're trying to keep an eye on it. We have Jessica in the truck. Jessica is watching social media, so we want to thank Jessica. And we also want to thank our camera operators, my daughter Alexis, who's down the road here a little bit, and Jeffrey, who's actually across the street from us. We want to thank my son Jeffrey for doing that. So we got Zach, you're really the only one that's not part of my family.
Hey, you know, you gotta start somewhere.
That's right.
Stuart Waterwell Service is pedaling on by. They've got a 4-seat pedal operation there. I wouldn't call it a bike. Very cool. Russ from Osseo Lock rolling by in his classic van. Osseo Lock, they do the deadbolt installs. They help with lockouts, master keying, lock repins, lock changes. 517-320-5128. Russ is a great guy.
I think that's a newer van than the other one. I think the other one finally...
Did it give out on him?
It finally gave out on him. But hey, nothing wrong with that. Running it till it dies, that's how I live my life too.
Absolutely. There you go. There's a beer koozie.
All right,
Scott, you need that.
Yeah, look at that. Well, the kid took it.
Well, we'll just call it a koozie then.
We'll just call it a koozie. It's a root beer koozie.
It's a pop koozie.
More tractors.
Another green John Deere.
I told you, more tractors you can shake a stick at, folks.
One thing I do like that the organizers of this parade have done that is a little different than other areas, Scott, is they've taken those things that are usually grouped completely together and they broke them up. All your fire trucks are in one area making a massive amount of noise for 5 minutes. Your tractors aren't all grouped together drawing out the show. Everything is spread out really nicely at the Hillsdale County Hillsdale County parade for the 4th of July. I really like how the organizers have done that.
Done a great job. And tell us how you like us doing our job. We are trying to do it very well for you. We are down here live right downtown, right across from the Blossom Shop, Century 21 to Drew's Realty. And don't forget our newest sponsor, Nash Drugs.
Your local Health Mart pharmacy.
Yes, your local Health Mart pharmacy. I thank you for catching that.
3 convenient locations right here downtown Hillsdale, the Market Pharmacy inside the Hillsdale Market House, and in downtown Jonesville.
And you know, they're telling me the Jonesville branch is an extremely very popular branch.
Oh, it's busy. Every time I go in there, there's other people in there.
And they don't want you to forget that they are a Gold Crown Hallmark card dealer right here downtown. You can come in down here. And then if you don't have time to actually run into here, you can actually stop by their convenient drive-through location at the hottest spot in town, the Hillsdale Market House.
Michigan Works Southeast location making its way through, helping get people back to work. There are plenty of jobs in Hillsdale County and in the surrounding areas. If you need help, 1-800-285-WORKS.
Here comes the Pittsford Jefferson Township fire truck. That's a little older style. Doesn't look like it looks a little more modern. Maybe it's a Mack. It looks like a Mack truck.
Unit 1064, provided by the people we protect, it says on the side.
I'm Scott Pienta, and along with me today is Zack Hiser. Zack is the new host of our Horsepower Hour right here on Hillsdale TV. Thank you, young lady. Right on our Hillsdale TV, and you can see him every Saturday at 1 p.m. giving updates and track information and what's going on around the world of motorsports, not only dirt track, but tractor pulls and everything else.
This tractor right here, very nice, 1952 E2 co-op tractor, orange in color. Love the color of that tractor. Nice looking ride.
I want to say thank you to Terry. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to share and like it, and like Hillsdale TV.
Another John Deere tractor rolling by, 1952 A model.
Hopefully I like our commentary.
I hope so. John and Nancy Johnson own this tractor out of Allen, Michigan, and thank them for coming down. Lancaster Glass Service. A residential, auto, and commercial. 517-610-7860. Excuse me, 610-7860.
Looks like a little Ford Roadster coming down the road right here.
Very nice looking machine. I know that Brian's Garage did some work on that car a few months, about last year or so. It's got the classic Ford blue small block in there. Very nice looking Roadster.
And it looks like we got right after him an old Chevrolet pickup truck.
The old C10.
Fire engine red. And then a Mustang right behind him. I tell you what, we got everything. And then we got Barney is in the back seat, the oldest active auctioneer. What does that actually mean? I mean, is
I don't know, but I'd like him to come do some auctioneer stuff right now. That would be fun because I talk a lot, but I don't talk fast. We need Barney to auction some stuff off for us here. He is doing it.
It looks like he's trying to auction off the dog.
I don't know.
Doll. Look, it's a doll. That's what it is.
He's got the microphone on.
$5.
Yeah, see, I could mumble and mimic it, but...
Greater Michigan Movers coming on by. Locations in Battle Creek and Kalamazoo. Why did I say Grand Rapids? I can't even read the side of this thing today. Patriot Aviation coming on by in their pickup truck, all decorated up, and the name is right, Patriot Aviation. And they've got a new mechanic out there, as well as a new flight instructor. You can go see Ginger, Jason, Ben.
And for those who don't know, Patriot Aviation is the quote-unquote new owners of the Hillsdale Airport.
Correct. They want to do a lot of things out there. They're going to be adding on to the apron to accommodate larger planes. A drumming class. That's what this looks like.
Yep, Hillsdale Cardio Drumming. And they've got the patriotic music set to their drumming activities for the parade.
You can get a good workout doing that. Drumming is a workout. I played drums in high school. Right behind them, we have some people on a trailer with some umbrellas, as you can see. On your
And
TV
some
screen.
balloons. I'm not sure.
Not sure what it is.
No signage. And so people know we didn't. They didn't have registration forms this year at the Hillsdale County Parade. I keep wanting to call it the fair, but it's not.
It is not
so
the parade yet.
They didn't have registration forms this year. So
Which we are talking about, because when they asked us to do this, I said, I didn't say reluctantly yes. I said yes, I would be glad to do it, and we would. But if they had a list, she goes, no, this year because it's just too late. They used to do it in the past when CSR used to do the parade, but then now they haven't done it for a few years because the young lady that started it off, I guess, had passed on, and now it's being run. And she just did not have time. She just by one person. But she said next year we're going to get it all together, and then we will have those numbers and names for you.
Sweet. Hillsdale County Medical Care Facility bus rolling through.
So we are happy to be bringing this to you live today. We thank everybody for joining the social media. And don't forget, you can share and like this. Get everybody on board. Hillsdale TV, we're trying to do more. We're trying to bring you more city council meetings, fair events, tractor pulls, you name it, we're doing it. All brought to you via our 24-hour stream. I'm Scott Pienta along with Zack Hiser right here downtown Hillsdale for the 4th of July Hillsdale County Parade. And more vehicles going on by.
Hudson Dairy making their way through. They need more cowbell.
Yeah, they do need more cowbell, as they say on Saturday Night Live.
Christian Faith Riders number 787 out of Coldwater, Michigan, Christian Motorcyclists Association. If you want more information on that group, 870-389-6196. And a couple of beautiful bikes and trikes, actually. I haven't seen any bikes yet. Trikes. There's a bike. BMW in style.
I love BMWs, but I also love my Harleys and my Goldwings too. So I'm not really picky. I love to ride. Unfortunately, I don't have a motorcycle anymore, so I don't really love to ride. I love to watch other people ride.
I'd own a trike in a heartbeat. I love those trikes.
One's got a rocket ship right on the back end of it. Let's see if we can pick up a shot of that. There it is. You see it in the camera. Let's see if we can get a shot. It's already by that camera. See if Jessica in the truck can pick up that rocket ship to show you as it comes by down the road here. It's getting closer to that camera. Looks like she's trying to get a shot.
Right there it is. Yep. Good shot of that.
So Jessica's on the robotic camera. Boy, we brought all the steps, and we got somebody right in front of it. So, thanks, Jess. Hillsdale reading the reading emergency unit out here. Hopefully, they don't need to use that this weekend.
I tell you, they do a great job serving Hillsdale County and the surrounding area. They're always Johnny on the spot, REU. With any incidents that we have throughout the county, medical-wise, very quick response and just great service to the Hillsdale County area.
It is. Now, this is a tractor pulling a tractor. which I guess saves on fuel.
Well, here's the deal. This is, I think, kind of a little stab because you have McCormick Farmall pulling a John Deere. So, you know, if you're a red person, you don't like green, and if you're green, you don't like any other color, and so I get it. So very well played. What a parade, Scott! It's been it's been a solid 45 minutes,
and we're still not done. I think the reading ranges are going to be playing in this parade as well. I think I seen that in the Hillsdale Daily News, the update. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm sitting here making all the camera changes. Jessica's in the truck operating the remote control camera as well as your social media. So if you have you want to say or throw anything out, be thrown on the air, then please do so. Post it right on our Facebook page. You can go to our Facebook at Hillsdale TV, and you can go right there and post it on our Facebook page. You can check us out on our YouTube. We throw up a lot of older videos on there, old football games, old baseball games, old horsepower hour, old in the dirt. We just kind of throw it all up on there. You'll see more coming up on there in the coming weeks as we put more and more up there.
And that's the thing, is they won't be old here in a couple, well, actually, I believe the high school football season will get underway next month.
September 25th.
Okay. I wasn't sure if they'd...
No, not September.
August, yes.
Sorry,
Yep, August 25th.
And that's the first game of the year against Jonesville.
And the kids will actually be back in school, I believe, this year for the first game of the year, which is different. So
moving it up a little bit.
Very cool. Jonesville Hillsdale, first game of the year.
I'd say last year was at Hillsdale. This year it is at Jonesville. We will be covering that game.
Well, I tell you what, it's going to be tough for me if I help you cover that game because Jonesville's the old alma mater. There's Brian Gimmel with Miller's Garage. Hi, Brian. Nice to see you. Yes, Chad Wolf, I am announcing with Hillsdale TV. That is who this voice belongs to. So thanks for checking in with us on Facebook. Hey, how you doing? I think Chad is actually down Toledo way.
Oh, he is?
So he's a friend of mine I graduated with from Jonesville, and he's doing a lot of fun stuff down in Toledo. So
I feel sorry for you, Chad, knowing this man.
Yeah, exactly. But nonetheless, thanks, Chad, for checking in with us.
Now, Frank Beck coming on by with Brooke Riggs, the tiny Miss Hillsdale County first runner-up, and Paisley Riggs.
Teeny. There's a difference. Tiny and teeny.
Well, it should be teeny before tiny. So
well,
you can say teeny,
exactly.
They got it backwards.
Baby Miss Hillsdale County. Oh, isn't she adorable?
She is a cutie.
Layla Roswell is Baby Miss Hillsdale County 2016.
Now, if they have the not yet to be, but mommy pregnant Miss Hillsdale, then we're really in trouble.
Yeah, well, and the Hillsdale County Fair does the newborn competition, so it's probably coming.
Here we are. We got some Rough Riders riding up down the street down here right now.
Well, we talk about horsepower hour. Here's the true horsepower as these beautiful horses make their way down the street, and some non-harmful paint on those beautiful animals. Glad to see them out here.
You got Richard Motor Sales going on by.
And they're actually hauling the staff that helped put on the Hillsdale 4th of July parade, so thanks so much to them. As they come on by, and they are going to be the caboose on the end of this parade.
All right.
So
there they are.
Glad that they could help make this event possible for us again.
It's been a great parade. It's almost an hour long.
Yeah, let's see. They got off at 6 o'clock, and it is 12 minutes till the top of the hour, 7 o'clock.
Here comes the final police car down the street here. It has been an honor and a pleasure to be down here announcing with you, Zach.
And one more time, look at the crowd that we had on hand for this parade. Just an absolutely great crowd on hand for this parade. And we're just seeing the downtown part of it. This parade loops all the way back around to Manning and comes back to the Midtown parking lot. And just all sorts of people. So glad that they could make it out on this beautiful Monday evening, and the celebration doesn't stop there, Scott.
No, it does not. Right after this, do not forget to go down to the Hillsdale County Fairgrounds, where they're going to be having the All-American celebration with the fireworks going off as soon as dusk.
Yep.
They've
got food vendors and the Dale Vaughn band's down there as well, and just really an awesome thing happening down there as part of this celebration of our country's independence.
It is true. They did ask me to DJ, but I think it was just with the fair and with this and everything else, I don't know if I could have done it. I would just doing all this, and well, there's going to be a lot of people down there. So we've got our seats down there already saved. Mark Williams is doing a great job with the fairgrounds down there. Coming up, they had the first annual beer and wine festival that we were a part of. I was really honored to be a part of that. I'm doing the music for that, doing some announcements. We're doing some streaming out there. We do want to thank everybody. We do want to thank our sponsors. We're going to sign off right here from downtown Hillsdale. I'm Scott Pienta along with Zack Hiser. We are going to sign off and thank our sponsors. We're going to cut right to the couple commercials. Thank you very much, Zack, for coming on down. We'll see you down at the 4th of July fireworks.
All right. Thanks, Scott. I appreciate it.
Hey, buddy. Thanks.